the offense. So it really is a serve and pass game for this Poland team to knock China out of system, try to serve that zone 1 to get them out too, because Brazil did that very well.
So what we're saying is, it's serve and pass.
Yes, there it is. China does not make many errors. What does that mean for Poland in terms of the patience that they need?
They're going to have to play the best game ever and give no silly points away.
Emily, give us some players to watch.
Well, two players that have been huge for both their teams this entire tournament long. We have Agnieszka Kornelik for Poland, and then Yuan Xinyue, middle blocker for China. We touched on her a little bit, but two big point scorers for their teams. You take a look at some of those numbers, both heavily involved in the offense. For Xinyue, she's a big point scorer for this team. She averages over 12 points a game. She's lethal on that slide attack when they can get her going. She's top 3 blocker in the VNL. She came up big in that win over Brazil with 7 shutdowns up front. Agnieszka Kornelik for Poland, their middle blocker, the #1 overall blocker in the VNL, averaging 3.3 per match. But she didn't have any in that game against Germany. She needs to be a factor up front and try to shut down this difficult Chinese offense. It's a big one. Looking at that head-to-head, China having the slight edge, 13-5 over Poland. Again, Poland has only been here a few times in the past. This is a challenger team. They have exceeded all expectations this season, came into prelims ranked first. So this team, their ceiling is high. When you look at that point summary, the thing that stands out to me is for Poland, they're blocking. 142 blocks already this VNL. They came into the prelims ranked second. Have done an incredible job in that way. Clayton, I'll send it up to you before I join you.
Thanks for that, Emily. Yeah, it's so close between these teams when you're looking at the points to errors, 44-27, 46-37. It's hardly anything in it really. But the one thing, as Anne-Marie said at the top of the broadcast, one thing that China don't do is make errors. 15 errors to 30 against Brazil. They'll go a whole set, maybe make 1 or 2 errors. So it's a really tough. This is their road to the finals. And this is the crazy thing really is where they lost. They lost to Poland, 3-0, with the same team and the same rotation. So it'd be interesting to see whether or not Poland's head coach, Stefano Lavarini, keeps the rotation the same as he did against China in that match again in Hong Kong, where they took it 3-0, or whether he's got a few changes up his sleeve. For Poland, they've been the best team, finishing first, but that was then and this is now. It's knockout. Win this, you've got a chance at gold. Lose this, you're going to have to fight for bronze. Poland versus China. It is the first of the semi-finals here in Arlington, Texas, of the Women's Volleyball Nations League 2023. This is the road to the gold medal match. Poland versus China is our feature. Then we got USA taking on Turkey 8. Both teams will be in action again tomorrow, but who will be in playing for gold and who will be playing for bronze? We're going to find out over the best of 5 sets. And this could go either way, couldn't it, Emily?
It's a game that could absolutely go either way. You look at both of these teams, Poland, the physical, aggressive team, and then you look at China, great defense, low error. They've been able to keep themselves in some of these really big games and sneak in a few wins because they're low error and they keep the ball alive and keep the pressure on the other side.
So the players are lined up across the baseline now because they're going to be introduced to the fans here. And we'll see exactly who's going to be starting, but there shouldn't be any surprises for China. Starting with the captain, Yuan Xinyue, will be going through the middle. Diao Linyu will be the starting setter. Gong Shangyu, number 6, in the opposite slot. It'll be Wang Yuanyuan, number 7, middle blocking, and Wang Yunlu for the outside, number 10. And Li Yingying, number 12, through the outside, with Wang Jai as the starting libero. You're going to notice when Wang Wengjai comes out onto the court, she's wearing a different coloured jersey. She's wearing the equal jersey. Here she comes. And this is an initiative by Volleyball World to promote equality in sport, to really help drive sport in the right areas in partnership with wonderful companies helping them to deliver that. And it's really good just to see that it's being promoted here. And now it's Poland who are going to make their move. Best team so far who have been introduced on the court with Germany. They were brilliant, weren't they? They had a little move for every player that came out that the rest of the team replicated.
And you see so much excitement from all these teams, especially a team like Poland to be here in these semifinals. You saw a lot of energy from them in the quarterfinals as well. But just a team that's so excited to be here, proud to be here. But they're not done yet. They're reaching for more. They want that gold medal, and they got to get there tonight.
A great crowd here for this match, but before it gets going, it's time for the anthems of both countries.
For the playing of the national anthems. First, the national anthem of China. And now, the national anthem of Poland.
Stefano Lavarini knows his team are capable of doing it. Bin Kai knows his team have to do it. They've already had one meeting. Poland won that. 3-0.
In Hong Kong, in front of a Chinese audience. It was a massive win for Poland. I think that was one of the games that really solidified them as one of the top teams here. And now being the only challenger team to have ever reached a semifinal, there's a lot of pressure, I would say, on China right now to shut down Poland. Yes, Poland is the #1 team coming in, but again, this is a team that hasn't been here in a while, and the expectations for them aren't as high for a team like China, who the expectations are always to win that gold.
As with all things, these players are human, and there'll be a few nerves. No matter what you think at any level, there'll be some, but it's all about, isn't it? It's about getting those butterflies in order, understanding that when you're nervous, it's the same as when you're excited, and being able to go, instead of saying, oh my goodness, I've got a game, instead of going, oh yes, we've got a game. And how you deal with that could be a key factor. This is how they're lining up. Only one change, so Poland have gone round one rotation. Stysiak started in position 4 in the last time they played each other. No change at all for China in how they are lining up. The players are ready, the crowd here are ready, and I hope wherever you're watching, whatever you're watching on, you are ready as well. This first semi-final about to get underway.
We're going to our 10-second countdown. All together now.
Fabrice Colados is the first referee in charge of this one.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
It's China in blue who is serving. It's Poland in red receiving the first semi-final of the Women's Volleyball Nations League Finals here in Arlington, Texas for 2023. And it's Stysiak who gets the first point and side out for Poland.
Well, Stysiak is Poland's go-to attacker. They're going to get her going early, and they're going to get her going often. And as we mentioned, it's so important for this team to establish that middle early on and open things up for their pins, because they do get a little pin heavy as the game normally goes on.
Last stop by Cornell, just a continuation block. Looking for touches, it's off the block, it's going to be challenged. Well, that gives us an opportunity to talk to you about several things going on here for these finals. Firstly, you probably noticed the players wearing different coloured jerseys, and that's because focusing on gender equality in 2023, the jersey is it's sold online by Volleyball World, and it's in partnership with Let's Keep the Ball Flying. And parts of the sales of the jersey will go direct to that organisation. For Stysiak and for Wong Chai, they're going to wear that for the whole of the first set. Also, we've got a fair play award, a green card. If in this situation it had been the other way around, the ball had been given as out and it had been touched by China, but they admitted to it before we went to challenge. That'd be a green card. Team with the most green cards gets cash prize at the end. And that did not look like it touched anybody.
Still waiting for that green card, Clayton.
We are, aren't we? Someone's going to have to... Someone could take it right at the very end, couldn't they?
Doesn't someone want to get paid a little more?
Exactly. I think it's about $30,000 for the team. Yeah. The fair play award, not bad. Good touch. It's going to be free ball for Poland, so they have to get their side out. And Kornelik will make that happen.
Poland loves to get Kornelik established early on in games, and what they'll do as a game moves on is they'll move her a bit more along the net to try to test out those middle blockers, see if they're awake to start in front, and then move her along in a gap or maybe a back one.
Easy one for the passing unit. What holds firm for Poland, but not the second time. Took a ball out wide, very good swing from Wang Yunlu.
Wang Yunlu didn't get it on that first time. She got a big block in front of her with Magdalena Stysiak. She adjusts, though, on her second swing, sees there's no middle there. Strong swing to the cross court.
Touch. Stysiak slightly caught flat-footed with that one.
Like a bit of a miscommunication on Poland's side as they take a longer huddle to figure it out after this point, but just an easy touch right over the block. Stysiak thinks Senzel's gonna get it. Senzel thinks Stysiak's gonna get it. Ideally, you want your libero taking that ball.
Continuation block for China. And then a block point, and it is that middle blocker yet again, Yuan Xinyue.
Yuan Xinyue, one of the best blockers in this entire tournament, and that's exactly why. She's able to get side to side so quickly, use that height and that range, and gets those hands closing the seam in time.
Let's come off of the hands. And no argument from China.
Just going for those high fingertips. Pretty close there.
Great ball in. And Yuan Xinyue makes no mistake with that. Really good swing from her, nice and quick.
We talk all the time about how great Yuan Xinyue is defensively, but I think she's the game changer for China when she's involved in the offense, when they can get her going. She's a big difference maker.
pickup. Oh, what a lovely swing that is. That was not easy at all for Wang Yunlu.
Huge transition play. Impressive up from the Chinese libero, Meng Menjia. Just getting this ball up and a difficult out-of-system swing. On this, you can't really see the block that's in front of you. It's a blind swing, and she's still able to find those fingertips and hit them off.
Time that called by Boland.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the court, you will notice two players, one per team, wearing a striped green, white, and black jersey. From Poland, number 9, Magdalena Stishak, and number 18 from Team China, Wang Menjia. They are wearing what we call the equal jersey that are being sold out of representation today and the weekend. Equal jersey campaign for gender equality within the sport and emphasizes equal opportunity, treatment, and recognition for both male and female athletes. For more info, you can go to volleyball.com, and there you have it, our equal jerseys being represented on the court.
It's going to be Gong Xiangyu to serve. China up by 3. Well played.
Great tip for Poland, just right over that block. More of a miscommunication, though, on China's side. That ball falling right between two players. A lot of height on that, time to reach in and go through. No one calls it off.
Well, that's a very good lead by China. It wasn't far out.
Another thing to keep your eye on for Poland. I wouldn't say they're necessarily a low air team, but pretty mid-zone in that way. Not too high air, not too low air. For this China team, they are as low air as it gets.
Stishak just checking where she's in the rotation. She's at position 1. At 6, rather, she should be. It's just switched around once, so she's now stood the wrong side of the libero, and that should be a rotation fault. Well, they've moved it round again now, don't worry, she's fine. That's a great pickup. Oh, goodness me! That's not fair. I mean, it's just not fair. You could be that tall and do that without having to jump.
She looked like a setter up there. Everyone thought she was going to step in and take that ball. She's like, I want to feel what you guys feel as setters. Get that left hand, just an easy over. Didn't even have to move off the ground.
Well played, Stishak. Have I missed something here? Because the last player to serve was Ruzhansky.
Yeah. No, you're right.
What's going on? She's now back serving. I didn't see Stishak serve. What did I miss?
She didn't serve.
Okay, well.
We play on.
Yeah, they got away with it. Oh, great pickup, Stenzel. Well played, Ruzhansky.
Ruzhansky trying to get her team a little bit fired up. And as these rallies continue, you'll see the pin hitters get more and more swings. They have to stay in it. This is why they're so well conditioned. They're able to take swing after swing, keep jumping up and down.
That's what makes Yuan Xinyu one of the most effective middle blockers, attackers in the game. The angle that she hits this ball at.
Yuan Xinyu is such a high reach. They move her along the net a lot too, and when she's off one foot, she hits best. She's able to get that approach solid in that connection. When it looks good, it's tough to stop.
That's tough to stop. What a great swing that is from Yushik.
Benerska stepping in almost on the ground on this set. Looked like she was almost sitting down. Came up, still a perfect ball. The connection with Yurchik looking outstanding to start this game.
Trouble here for China. Good touch. Oh, what a shame. Can't bring it back.
Great effort from Stishak going off for that ball as they got tooled. It's something that Poland really needs to pick up on a lot of these outside sets. Poland got tooled 23 times against Germany, and a lot of those were happening from the right side blockers.
Yu. Good serve. That's not off the block, that's an error from China. Poland get away with that because there was a chance to tip to 4. Li Yingying was off out ready to go and play, have a swing, and wasn't playing defense. Well played by Wang Yuanyuan.
Great push from Diao Linyu to get her middle going about 5 feet off the net. That's why Kornelik was late. She didn't expect the middle to get set there. And then a little bit away from the setter to make it even tougher.
There's a net touch against Stisiak. She's questioning that. Did I touch it? Yes, you did. Okay.
Tough play on this super tight ball. Stisiak still wants to get a good swing on it, but that follow through just going right into the net. You can see how high she jumps there too. I mean, her shoulders are almost over the net.
Oh, great blocking. That's 2 block points now for China.
Great identification on the set from Wang Yunlu, seeing this ball set all the way out to the pin, so she leaves just a little bit of line open, takes that cross court away.
Nice ball in. Great pickup. And well left.
Huge swing from Stisiak on the outside this time, normally lined up as that opposite attacker, but not in this rotation. Still takes that big swing. Just a little bit of gap in the block, and she's able to hit right through it.
No good. That wasn't easy, but able to find Kornelik.
Smart decision from Kornelik up front this set. Not exactly where she would have wanted it off of the really tight pass. With the outside blocker coming in, that leaves a massive gap in zone 4 to put the ball right at. Especially with that middle back row, even tougher to pick up.
It's a technical serve, just gone a little bit awry for Kornelik. She's trying to serve as close to the sideline as possible from the sideline.
Errors starting to pile up for this Poland team, already 5 just halfway through set 1. China just 1 error so far.
On the server from Shengyu. She put a ball out. Oh, good touch! It's hoisted high. China reset their block defense. Poland come again, and that is bounced by Jurczyk.
Jurczyk's bringing the heat today so far. The connection looking so great between Venerska and her middle blocker. And in these transition plays, great pass, good set, moving Jurczyk along the net as well to open up some holes.
Good serve by Stisiak. That's a good dig from her as well. She might get this back. Instead, though, Lukashik has a go. Now Stisiak with a swing chance. Oh, I say! Wang Mingqiai, 2 incredible digs. And Stenzel can't match it. China take the points and extend their lead.
Wang Mingqiai in the backcourt, 2 massive digs to keep her team in this against one of the best hitters in this entire VNL. Just up after up, keeping the team in it, keeping the pressure on Poland.
China have never won the Volleyball Nations League. They've been bronze medalists in 18 and 19. And then in 2021 and 2022, they were 5th and then 6th. Lovely touch. Such a clever play from Li Yingying.
Li Yingying, just such a high volleyball IQ. She does such a great job seeing that block that's right in front of her. Poland has to talk with his setter to figure a few things out.
He's made that double change, hasn't he? Galkowski's on in the opposite, and the other setter in, and Nowinska. It's not changing anything. Yuan Xinyue comes up with a point.
Again, Yuan Xinyue on that backslide, just an easy back one, off of one foot, so lethal. And this connection, this looks like butter.
Yeah, the arms move as well from Jiao Linyu. It's possible to tell it's going behind. It's his left hand. Time out by Poland.
Here you go, Mama moves back on serve, and Poland looking to make up to the ground. Looking for a good reception. And take back the serve.
That's going to be a foot fault.
Brzezinski coming in from the back row. This back row attack, her foot just goes right over that line. If any part of your foot touches that line, illegal back row attack.
Play foot on that 3-meter line.
Too easy for Yuan Xinyue, and China are running away with this opening set.
Serve and pass, so important coming into this game, and China just having the better of Poland, serving them off the court, really forcing both their setters to move around, making it really difficult to run an offense.
That was nice. Good swing that from Galkowska.
Better answer on the pass as well from Czernianska in the backcourt. Perfect pass, outside going with tempo, and a great finish from Galkowska down the line.
Doesn't make it. Free ball for Poland. 4 attacking options. Lovely movement, and another great put away by Jurczyk.
Jurczyk's just doing such a great job making herself up and available in this free ball situation. She knows this is one of her only shots to get the ball in transition. She has to get off in time, get that full approach. That arm swing's coming so quick.
That's a good serve. And now it's going to be another free ball for Poland. Middle was a threat last time. Now Korneluk wants to have a go, surely, and does, but it's brilliantly blocked, because Wang knew that was coming. And what a great commit block by Wang Yuanyuan.
In these free ball situations, the middle is almost sure to get this ball for Poland. And it was a great dive, Wang Yuanyuan, getting your hands more to the right, seeing that line of approach from Korneluk coming in.
Korneluk now going out. Patsak coming in instead. Another middle blocker, Joanna Patsak. 1m86, not as tall as Korneluk. Good leave by Wukashi.
Great read by Poland.
Wants to do the jumper. Oh yes, fantastic! Chance now maybe for Poland. Good defense by China. Desperate scramble. Well, now there's an advantage here. China with a... Oh, there's a little too tight to the net, and it will be Poland's point. Patsak watches it. What a rally.
Huge defensive plays on both sides. Stenzel sacrificing her body to make that dig. Great job getting outside of the block. And then an extra little pushover from Patsak. She was a game changer coming off the bench against Germany. Finished with 6 blocks. We'll see what she can do now. This Poland team tries to claw their way back.
Ace serve. That's one way to claw your way back. Nice work by Gałkowska. Chynianska was, who made a little back flick. Effectively, it's a whole new 6 for Poland, barring Stenzel and Łukasik. Classic, though, from Lavrini, knowing that the set's probably almost up, to taking the players off, rest them, keep China working, make them a little bit more tired. Oh, that was a chance for Gałkowska.
Gałkowska in the right space to make that play. I think the ball just got on her a little bit quicker than she may have anticipated, but right there to make it.
Oh, brilliant blocking by Patsak. Li Yingying that time watching that. There's no innocent spectators or bystanders when you're on the court.
Especially if you're there, you might as well get in to cover. Get down and ready. You got to be in covering your hitters.
Whoops. There's a chance here for Poland. Well taken. A break point, and suddenly things are getting interesting. 18-23 now. Poland back to serve. Chynianska once again.
Sometimes all it takes is just some new bodies on the floor, get a different vibe out there. People that are just going to fight and take those big swings.
Great touch. Oh, what a shame. Net touch it is against Nowicka. Set point now then for China. Bringing on Du Qingqing to serve. That's Nowicka in the net, unfortunately for her, and for Poland. First time on court for Du Qingqing. Oh, that was right to where Nowicka was waiting. And it's China who make the block, and they take the set, 25-18. They lead 1-0.
As this tournament has gone on, China's block has really improved, and especially from Yuan Xinyu, doing such a great job tracking a lot of these swings, getting there in time. And their block able to just shut it down. 4 already here in set 1. Such a good track to see Yuan Xinyu going with the set. Does not move until she knows exactly where it's going. Wang Yunlu getting those hands turned all the way over. Check out number 10 in blue, left hand, back into the court, sending that block to the middle.
Right here, right now. So I want you to make some noise and cheer loudly for your team when I say their name, all right? So we're going to start over here.
Strong start for this China team, which is kind of what we're used to seeing from them. They're used to playing ready to go from point 1, game 1. This team always fights right away. It's a question, can they last that throughout the next? They're hoping for 2 sets, but potentially longer, as Poland will try to push them.
Moving on, this side of the court in blue today, I want you to make some noise and cheer loudly if you're here supporting.
Classic China. Look at these 2 errors. They will make you work, won't they, every time.
And that's exactly when you're playing China, the one thing you can't do is make too many errors. You don't have to be perfect, but just be consistently good. And 7 errors against this China team in one set is not going to do it, because China's not going to give you those free points. They're going to make you work for it. They're going to keep the pressure on you and force you to earn your points.
Half the ball's where it needs to be, another 30%, we're okay. So you've got 80% of the time, you've got options to side out with.
China also a pretty good out-of-system swinging team as well. They're able to see the block in front of them, swing high, swing hard. The out-of-system sets about 3 feet off, 3 feet in good positions as well. So even out of system, this China team can score. And more importantly, they're not going to give the error and give you the ball back.
It's one of the ways that they just squeeze their opposition, because they just keep giving them the ball back. And it's not like, you know, sometimes if you've got teams and the coach, right, the way that we're going to do this now, we're going to play no errors. So what the teams then do is they dig it over, or they volley it over, or they roll it in, or they tip. Yeah, we're not making any errors, coach. Yes, we got beat 25-16 though, and that's not what China do. They play world-class volleyball without making those errors, and that's where it's so difficult. They're so difficult to play against.
For Poland too, they're a young team. I think they're still figuring out some things. They have players with massively high potential, just superstars on their team when you look across the board. And what they rely on is that physicality, that height, that aggression up front. And sometimes you'll see those errors creep in because of that. But it's difficult when you're playing this China team that just keeps the ball in play, keeps the pressure on you, forces you to try to make that error and earn that point.
You're absolutely right. And Poland definitely the younger team when you look across the players. Korneluk 28 and Veneska 30. You've got Cherniewska, who's on in that last set, just 19 years of age, and really doing her bit to get Poland back into it. So much so, she's kept her place on court for this next set. And away we go with set number 2. China leading 1-0. Nice cover. Oh, what a shot. Where was the gap?
With Stishak and Korneluk up there is not often that little gap in the block. Such a great identification right down that line, especially with the lefty swing. Turn that thumb down, that's a big line shot.
Li Yingying with the serve. Pretty cool that Wong Mong-Chia has decided to keep her equal jersey on. Stishak's taken his off now. Touching the block, that's important for both. It's a little wide, but wow, what a swing from Stishak. Excellent play from her.
This set pretty inside for Stishak to take a swing on, but she gets her feet there in time, just goes right up those high hands.
Cherniewska. Great serve. And that's what Poland need to do more of, get China off the net.
Such a well-formed block, too. Really, the only space that she had to hit was that out-of-bounds shot with the big block that was in front of her.
That's close, but it's a good lead by Li Yingying.
Great communication on that back line. All those passers talking to each other, whether this ball is in or out, telling her whether to take it or not.
Well played, Poland.
Poland needs a little bit more of that. Keep those middles involved in the offense. As the last set went on, they got a little bit pin heavy. The pass is not quite there, but a beautiful pass right to Veneska, able to get Korneluk going in front, leaving that one-on-one.
Everybody saw it, but nobody could get there quickly enough.
Lots of tips falling so far, really both sides, just going right over the block. No one even, so close to it. Just gotta launch her body forward a little bit more.
It's all about the timing, isn't it? You just get that last replay, Veneska was still moving backwards as it was touched, and then it becomes really difficult to change your momentum from going backwards to forwards quickly enough. That is a huge block. Yuan Xinyue steps up again. She got one in the last set. She's got one here already in this set.
Just a monster up front in this out-of-system situation. Yuan Xinyue is just waiting to make this block happen.
Well done, Ayuchik. Keeps Poland ahead for the moment.
Feels like a tip fest on either side. Both teams just finding the little openings in the court and putting the ball right there. A point is a point. Doesn't always have to be that hard swing, the big block. Sometimes a little touch will do it.
Serve. That's a top swing. Well played, Stysiak, but she's now out of the attack. A good save. Is there enough angle? No, there isn't. And it will be Poland's point.
What was so great about Stysiak's up is it not only was up, but she got it high enough to where they were still able to run that offense out of. Some good diving saves for Poland, leading to this transition point.
Li Yingying did well to get out of the way of that. Well played, Lukashik finding the gap in the block.
Good tempo on that ball to the outside pin, making it difficult for Yuan Xinyue to get all the way out in time. There's that little seam in the block. Great identification from Lukashik up front to hit through it.
So far, so good for Poland. Making the changes that they've made for this set. It's paying off so far. And that change predominantly being Chilienska, who's come on and is doing a great job.
She's been steady Eddie back there, whether it's on the pass or on these swings, keeping the ball in play, keeping the ball alive in serve receive, and just hitting smart shots.
Chilienska's going to be going to play for Zasabasha Dynamit next season in Turkey 8. Nice, really good swing from Li Yingying.
When that outside set is in system, Li Yingying is having a field day outside. That lefty hand Poland not quite adjusting to. She's able to find those seams.
Angle just ran away from Korneluk.
Good push from Venerska off the net, trying to find her middle blocker. Just a little bit off balance on that attack. Couldn't lead to the snap down.
They were asked to play again. What a block that is. Great read from Li Yingying.
Huge read from Li Yingying up front. Seeing Stysiak was off balance, waited just a little bit longer on this block, held it up there, and then threw that tip back down.
Good cover. Stysiak, but it's a little too tight. Oh, well done. Korneluk puts her hands in the way. Oh dear, a bit of a timing issue then for Li Yingying, and Poland will take the point. Scrappy one, but they'll take it.
Both sides, a few things to figure out for China. Just a misconnection on the outside. Li Yingying looking like she wanted that go ball, really quick tempo. Jiao Linyu setting her a high ball.
Might have been going out, didn't get a call. Free ball for Poland. 3 front court attackers available. What a pickup by Gong Shengyu. Oh, well that was there. Stenzel, I think she just stopped. Another little cheeky backhander from Chilienska. Nearly kept that in play.
Some big defense over for China, keeping the ball alive. Great dig from Gong Shengyu, getting outside that block, and then a great cover ball leading to this kill.
That's just huge from Stysiak. She's not the highest of hitters when you look at the stats for different teams. She only spikes at 312 according to the stats. I think she gets higher than that.
Definitely seems like she gets higher than that, and just the heaviness of her arm swing and so much power coming through. It's difficult to try to defend.
Nice speedy attack from China. They go back in front.
China really pushing the tempo on these outside sets, forcing those middle blockers for Poland to really work to get all the way out, creating those overload situations where the middle stuck with the middle, allowing the seams on the outside.
Nice touch in the block to slow it down. That's not made it. Look for touches. It's a challenge coming. With mission, Poland touched it.
No green card.
No, they may not have touched it though.
That's true, that's true.
China had the chance for a couple of green cards in the quarterfinal against Brazil, decided, nah, we'll just take the break here, it's fine, and wait to get caught.
I was gonna say, sometimes these players kind of do want that little break just to slow down the game a little bit. But hey, like $30,000. No touch.
There was no touch. Another reason as well, the coaches have got their timeouts aren't just 2 to use when you like. They've got a timeout up to 11. So now they've got nothing. And then they got one from 12 on. They got one from 12 onwards. So that was a timely kind of break for both coaches, really. Deft touch from Yuan Xinyue.
That's when this height just gives her such an advantage. She's able to just get up and over some of these blockers and really see the open court in front of her to place it well.
Agreed. It's a shame the block didn't know where it was. Stenzel desperately trying to get to it.
China really attacking the fingertips. All of their hitters really up front, doing a great job seeing that block in front of them, just swinging high and swinging hard.
Brilliant pickup. That is quality from China. 2 break points now to give them a 3-point advantage.
Huge pickup in the back row. Li Yingying getting outside the block and then diving right into that ball. Again, going for those high hands. Poland, normally a very good blocking team, but they're going to use a lot up front.
Again, and China really getting to grips with this now.
China's defense just going all out for every single play. Impressive save after impressive save. Gog Xiangyu uses that right hand, gets the ball back into the court, allowing that quick tempo outside to go. Big power up front, Ricochet beating the block inside. Seeing Yuan Xinyue is a little bit late to this one, opening up that seam right through the blockers.
Substitution on the court for Team Poland.
They're starting to really get to grips with this set now, China.
Their offense just looking so smooth. Even when the setter's off the net, Diao Linyu has to move and run around. She's still putting up such hittable, killable balls for her hitters to put away.
That will do. They need something here, Poland. It's just that little pressure, just a couple of points from China to put them in this position.
I don't want to keep harping on the errors as both aren't doing too bad this set, but China just keeping the pressure all on Poland. Their defense really doing it. Great answer up front. Jurczyk working all the way outside. She knew where this ball was going. Those blockers able to work so well together, getting Jurczyk involved in the block. It's a good setup up front.
Oh yes, that's Li Yingying at her finest. That angle, oh my days.
So sharp on the outside. Li Yingying able to hit these crazy cross-court angles. That lefty hand just following through so well in front of that 3-meter line. Stenzel, like, how'd she hit that?
That will do. Nice play, Chenianska, but they need some break points here, Poland. It's nicely poised, but it's definitely China looking and feeling comfortable with this situation right now.
And now as Poland's back on the service line, they have to try to knock China out of system, get that offense just a little bit out of rhythm.
That will do nicely. Big block for Korneluk. And now there's only one in it.
Big serve at a big time for Jurczyk, getting China out of system. That ball so tight. Everyone knew where this set was going, and Korneluk could just camp out and go up strong.
Support your team and get your official VNL merch now by scanning the QR code up on the giant screen.
Jurczyk just overcooking that one.
Trying to keep their lead.
Diolinu goes back to the serving line. 3 big blockers, 3 strong attackers in the front row for China. But that's brilliant work by Korneluk to draw the middle, and then one-on-one outside. Poland makes sure of the point.
That's one of the jobs as a middle blocker. You know you're not going to get set all that often, but you have to act like you're about to get set. Take that hard approach in, look like you're going to swing, just to hold that blocker a second longer to open up some seams.
Chenianska on to serve. Chenianska went a little wide, and there's lots of court for Kong Shenyu to go into.
And these blockers are set up more so on that line shot, so much cross court to hit.
Well played, China, dealing with the overpass and putting themselves back to 3 in front.
Good service pressure on the back line from Li Yingying. That lefty hand, it has a different drop than normally what you see from a righty, making it just that much harder to pass.
We have number 10, we don't have number 12 anymore, and you from here that they are super strong, so we can keep even the ball little off the net. Don't worry, with the middle blocker we didn't score, so we can play also pins. It's not a problem, it's not a big deal. Now we do this side out, and then come back to push that. We have number 10 in 4. We have to care about the middle blocker, but
touch. Ooh, that's such a nice touch. And then, well, we saw what Yuan Xinyu can do without having to jump. Now we see what Korneluk can do as well.
Okay, easy setup for Korneluk up front. Just goes up, identifies this ball, doesn't see anyone in front of her. Easy shut down.
China have to come again. And they do lovely work. Gong Xiangyu. China getting closer to taking this set.
Liu spreading out this offense well, using that long string set. She's moving forward on the left side of the court, sends it right to open up seams, really testing Korneluk.
Nice swing.
Cishak using that heavy arm. There's so much power coming right through it, able to go right up and over that block. Now as a defender against her, she normally hits into that back third of the court. So if she's hitting, you want to make sure you're staying deep, especially if it gets a touch off that block, it's going to go even deeper.
And we'll welcome finish mode on the court for the serve.
Well played. That's such a good swing again.
Yuan Xinyu just going up, being big. Great connection between her and Diao Linyu. And even on this ball, she's so high that it's almost a two ball coming up front. She just gets up that high, and even with blockers in front of her, she can see that open shot.
Good lead by Łukasik. Trying to make it tricky by going after the front court swing hitter. No, Stysiak has the capability of turning things around from the serving line. That's not a bad serve. Has to go out wide. That's it. That's the game in a nutshell right now for Poland, isn't it?
Yeah, Poland's got to find a way to get Stysiak the ball just because she does a great job powering through this block. You see, she's not going after Yuan Xinyu because she knows she's a big blocker, so she has to go for the edges and go for that outside.
That looks in. Oh, I say that was close.
It was almost a miscommunication on China's side. Both passers kind of looking at each other. Luckily, it dropped out for him.
That's in. That will do. But this is where China are in a great position. They side out, they have set point. Just the psychology of that alone can have an impact. Well, it's not going to happen. It's an ace serve, and Poland have leveled up. Brilliant.
Massive serve at a huge time. Łukasik, no spin on this ball, just targeting the passers in the back, making a move, forcing that over ball.
Oh dear. Oh, wow. What a swing. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant set from Diao Linyu. Completely fooled Poland.
So impressive. Everyone expects Yuan Xinyu to get this ball. It's on the right side of the court. She's running that slide. It's the easy set to make, but she chooses to make the hard set, push it all the way out to Li Yingying, allowing so much space for her to hit.
Set point China. It's a bit tight. Is that off hands? It might not be. It's been given the way of Poland. There's a challenge coming. Are China going to admit to it? No, they're not. Is it set over? We're going to find out. This needs to be a touch for Poland, doesn't it, for Lavarini?
It's got to be, otherwise you're down 2-0 in this game. China with so much momentum. All those China players looked pretty confident they didn't touch that ball when they came down.
Raise your hand if you think there was a touch on the block. Who thinks there was a touch? Here it is.
Well, it's a big fat no. It's ball out. It is China's set, and they lead Poland right now by 2 sets to nothing.
Just a few key plays for China. One, just keeping the ball in play, keeping the pressure on Poland, trying to force them to make some of those errors. Poland getting a little bit too high error in this game. You can't do that against this good China team, especially when their offense is running as smoothly as it is. Yao Linyu, China's setter, making such impressive sets in really big moments. That decision-making so strong for this team.
A better second set for Poland, that's for sure. But China still going about the business of winning sets, winning points. Although Poland did a lot better in making China struggle to deal with the ball.
Poland definitely picked up that service pressure, trying to get those middles out of the game just a little bit more. They did a great job from the end line, but they have to pick it up elsewhere in their game. Defensively doing a good job, making incredible pickups, just having difficulty transitioning that into some good offense. There was a question coming in of, can this Poland team really handle the pressure with some of these really young faces on their team? Are they going to be able to stick with it in this big moment, in this big crowd when the lights are on, semi-final game? Were they able to live up to that expectation? So far, we're seeing they're getting back in it, but I don't think it's clicked for them yet, that they really have to step up this game. This isn't just a prelim game anymore. This matters.
Which we all love. All right, so that's one rally. We got it. We're good to go. Now, next part. I need everyone to take out your cell phones. Turn your flashlights on. We're going
a lot of that
ball having to go out wide, didn't it?
Yeah, a lot of this offense for Poland running through the right side. We mentioned at the end of that set, Stishak just getting so many of these swings because Poland can rely on her as one of their heavy hitters, their go-to.
All right, so I'm going to do 2. Here we go. Flashlights turn on.
Similar for China, but they seem to be have a little bit more control of that set, which was the all-important thing, really.
A lot of those right side attacks too, Yuan Xinyue coming off of 1 foot behind the setter inside that attack zone. So while you only see about 13% coming from the center, they do have a good amount of middle involvement.
Fans are loving it. They'll be up in a little bit, USA, but right now it's all about China and Poland. Let's head down to the court. Anne-Marie Anderson is waiting to have a chat with Bin Kai.
Coach, Magdalena Stishak started to get things going at the end of the set. How can you make things more difficult for her?
我们会加强拦网。
We will improve on our blocks.
How?
How indeed. He's always a man of few words, but to be fair, throughout this entire VNL, every time we have asked Bin Kai a question, it's either been blocking, side out, serving, and
Just to the point, it's just to the point.
Oh, brilliant.
Because we're focusing on one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
Not going to tell you, he's not going to tell us our secrets.
No.
We understand. So
Oh
one
my
focus.
days. Well, it's hopefully we'll get a little bit more from Poland, although to be fair, if it's Stefano Lavarini, it's a tough one at the moment. He's having a chat with Czernianska right now, who's playing great, stepping up, stepping in, just 19 years of age. And it's a brilliant moment for her. And quite rightly, the coach is having a few words and giving her some just pointers and whatever else he's got to say to her.
Sometimes those younger players, though, when you insert them into the game, when they didn't start the game, they'll just provide that little spark. And sometimes, especially when it's a younger player, they don't know what they don't know. They're going to go in and take those big swings because they don't know any better.
7 points so far for Łukasik. Well, we may well not get to hear from Lavarini, and understandably, it's a tough one. We've only got about 20 seconds to go before the set gets going, so I think we're going to have to probably knock that one on the head. Although we might just get one word with him. He is heading over now, so let's head down to the court quickly and hear what Stefano has to say.
Coach, how can you get China out of system so they cannot run this offense?
I didn't get the question.
How can you put more pressure on China?
Okay. Starting from the serve, but that has been really difficult for us until now. They passed pretty well, and they didn't push like other time we did. We just hope that we will be able to change our attitude and to take some more risks, because if they can play in system, they are too strong for us at the moment.
Thank you, Coach.
Indeed, yeah, nice words from Lavarini. He's being very honest, isn't he? He said, yeah, they are a great team.
Yeah, it's like we're trying to put service pressure in, but they're passing well. It becomes just that much more difficult to try to get this team out of system, try to put a little bit more pressure on them.
Set 3 underway. China leading by 2 sets to nothing. It's must-win set time now for Poland. Starting with a swing from Stysiak. Wow, what a dig, though. Nice work there by Wang Minlu. Poland will have another go. And that will do. It's off the fingers. Kornelik gets the point.
Great identification up front. Li Yingying stepping in to help with this middle ball. No one in her zone to make an attack, so she commits with the middle, goes up. Kornelik just, oh, she's going over it.
It's quite tight, but a chance to go off fingers, and it's been done brilliantly. That's one of the things, isn't it? When you are out of system, it's okay to put the ball tight to net, because you can do exactly this.
You want that ball tighter to the net when it's out of system, because you're able to go right up those blockers' hands, and you have that shot available that sometimes in system you don't.
At this level, it's absolutely fine. If you're just starting and you're playing at the lower levels, probably best to keep the ball off the net. I tend to find players with the less experience end up coming under it. Can be a bit tricky. But at this level, it's all about using those hands, seeing what's in front of you. Stysiak doing a good job with that one.
Yeah, Stysiak, one of the best out-of-system hitters. She does a great job hitting high, hitting hard. It's her bread and butter shot.
Well left by China. What was really nice about the chat from Lavarini was he was very cool and calm. He completely understands the situation, and that means for his team, he's able to give them the right information about, right, this is what we need to do here if we're going to get back into it, and being a realist in terms of what he's saying. And it looks like for Poland, I mean, they're getting stuck in right now. They're siding out well. They're up by 1.
One thing that we really saw during China's quarterfinal game against Brazil was really serving into that zone 1, taking the middles out of the play for China. So it doesn't even have to be that get them out of system. Just serve that zone 1, force them to try to not set those middles even more. Kornelik trying to go for that zone 1, just missing a bit long.
Exactly. It's interesting, Kornelik with a standing float serve. Don't see it very often, but her contact point so high, she can do it and make it effective. Ball a little bit in the net, that's why the net's moving. And Shinue goes right, left, right again. However, this time Jurczyk puts it on the floor.
Jurczyk stepping in, and again offensively, the connection looking so good. She stepped off the court during set 1. They replaced her, but her offense is right there. Just that defense she needs to pick up, get a few more touches.
Lovely pass. And another top swing. It only tends to be Li Yingying who hits the pipe for China. No one else has a swing.
Yeah, they really like to use her when she's in this back row, getting something going through the middle. When it's a 2-hitter rotation, when Yuan Shinue is on that slide, they still have that offense through the middle.
Looking for touches, it's not been given. Lavarini's asking, well, did you see a touch? No, so he's not going to challenge it.
Sometimes as a hitter, you just put the touch sign up because you're hoping for something.
Can't influence the technology now, though, can you? That's the only problem. Well played, Yuchik, once again. She's not the tallest, but she's very quick.
Such a quick snap down. That's what makes her so great as a hitter. She gets on top of it so quickly. You watch her wrist, it just comes so fast through the ball.
Excellent. Well, we talked about how good the hitters are, how good Yuan Xinyu is, how good Gong Xiaoyu is, Li Yingying. But this is all happening because of the way Diao Linyu is setting and the way she's distributing the ball, even under pressure like that last one.
And even in these out-of-system situations, when she's off the net, on the run, moving forward, she's still able to make that hard set and make it look easy and really test the blocks up front.
That's well played, Chunienska. Again, no, it's down on their knees. It's like, right, where are you going here? Still able to find an inside 10.
Such impressive setting. Diao Linyu just gets this ball right where it needs to go. Doesn't matter if she's standing up, jumping on the ground. She's able with her wrist just to make those impressive sets.
Nicely done by Stysiak.
Nerska trying to spread out their offense just a little bit more. Looks like she's taking this ball in front and gonna push it outside, but flicks those wrists back at the last second to send it to Stysiak in the back row.
Excellent. And if it's not Yuan Xinyu or Li Yingying or anyone else, it's Wang Yuan through the middle. Threats everywhere.
Threats everywhere and really moving along the net. Diao Linyu making sure their offense isn't that predictable and keeping that middle in front, really spreading things out to go on that gap set.
Trouble. Points for China, they now move 2 ahead.
This is a time where Poland really needs to turn around. It's only 2 points. It's still early in this set, but already down 2-0. They need some kind of change.
Timeout called by Poland.
你刚才这个拦网，我不知道你是没跳走，我想看回放，我没看到这个球。你看到那个处理球，你手时间还要长一点，收手太早了。这个我觉得他的处理球就是我们的机会，这点要搞清楚。他球。
Free trial.
This is when Poland needs that answer. Out of this timeout early on in the set. Nip it in the bud quickly, get this pass, side out quickly. You have Stysiak up front, you have Kornelik up front. Their strongest rotation right now.
Stysiak's been really bringing the heat. She's been hitting them around 90 to 92 kilometers an hour from 3.1 meters off the floor. That's a really good cover. Somehow it didn't touch the net, bobbled off with a block, and China end up with a point. And how did that happen?
I mean, Wang Yuan thought the point was over. She didn't even think for 1 second that this ball was up, but it goes off the other blocker's head. She makes that set, steps in last second, somehow gets it through one of the biggest blocks in this tournament.
You make your own luck, but that's definitely luck for China. They'll take it. Points keep coming. They just seem to do that, don't they? They get one and they get another one straight after. The way they're able to squeeze and make a couple of break points in a row, it's so effective for them.
China's always going to keep the pressure on you, whether it's a side-out situation, if they're point scoring, they just keep the ball in play and really hitting smart shots tonight. Their offense looking so fine-tuned, some of the best we've seen it.
Then to get through. That almost quite lucky because that ball wasn't coming over the net. Korneluk played it. She did well not to touch the net.
Yeah, it looked pretty close there, definitely reaching for that ball, but did a great job knowing where her hand was, where the net was, not quite grabbing it.
Just everyone with that quick wrist snap to find those angles.
It happens so fast. If you watch the hitting hand of Gong Xianyu, she just finishes it right to that spot. It's not coming hard out of her hand, not a hard swing, just that slight edge of the wrist. She's able to hit those hard cut shots.
That's 2.81 meters she hit that at. The net height is 224, so at that speed, it's really difficult to stop. So is that from Korneluk.
The answer Poland needed at the time when they really needed it. Get those middles established again. Perfect pass, Korneluk on the run, making it difficult to identify where she's hitting from. They need a little bit more of that.
Korneluk back to the serving line. 8 points so far for her. She's had a couple of blocks. That's going to be her first ace serve.
Even though Korneluk does stay on the ground for some of these serves, she hits this at such a high contact point, and there's no float to this at all. It catches all those air pockets, and it's going right in between those two passers. So difficult to pass.
You can see, and this is the thing, on a jump serve, you get a parabola, an arc, and these players will pick up where that's going to land straight away. That ball's floating like that, you've got no chance, it's a straight line.
It's completely straight. There's literally no spin on it at all. It's just targeting these passers. Makes it so difficult to get your platform there in time and know exactly where it's going.
Nice play. Oh, shame for China, net touch. Poland will take the point.
Poland with a lucky break on that. That dig was pretty good. Wang Menjia in the right position to make it. Perfect dig. They were able to get that offense going, just that slight net touch.
Stysiak just throwing herself in the way to try and keep the ball in play.
Poland trying to do everything they can right now to knock China out of system, but it is just not happening too often. Such a difficult serve right on Wang Menjia, but she handles it so well, and they're able to run that offense. Yuan Xinyue behind.
Good set. Oh, I say. It's another level.
Wow. Yao Lin Yu, I mean, just beautiful ball, so tight to the net. She's able to turn her shoulders, not go into the net, and put up a perfect set for Li Yingying.
Great pickup. So's that from Stenzel. Stysiak has another go, and she will get it.
Huge defensive plays on both sides. Stenzel coming in with one arm out of absolutely nowhere. Stysiak again just going high, swinging hard right down that line.
Cherniavska's enjoying this, that's for sure.
She's really stepped up for this team when they need it. They need someone who's going to take those big swings and big moments, and they've got it from the young gun.
Timeout by China.
好不好？进攻还是果断，要往后打，这个看一下这边的拦网就很清楚了。然后就好，还是这句话，把进攻打完以后，把防守反击再抓回来，要抓回来。加油！
In order to keep the match going, one of these teams is playing for gold, the other will play for bronze. Returns to serve, Team Poland.
That's not going to come. Oh, it is going to come back. That's amazing. What a touch. And then it's an error from Wang Shengyu, but what a brilliant pickup by the libero, Wang Mingchai.
Huge save, libero. It looks like this ball is just so easily down, but somehow she gets all the way there, saves the play, all just out of bounds.
Chance here for China. And Li Yingying makes sure of it.
Yao Linyu is really feeding Li Yingying on that outside right now. In good situations, even with two blockers in front of her, she's still going right over the hands.
Tough one for Vanessa. So far, so good for China. Ace serve, Yuan Xinyue, brilliant! That dropped so quickly.
At the last second, Yuan Xinyue just takes a little bit off of this hit to put enough speed on it to where it drops right in front of these passers. And right between them as well, making them talk extra about it.
Oh, goodness, that rattled around. Nice play by Stysiak.
Strong swing by Stysiak out of the back row. Again, just using that power, hitting that back third of the court. Yuan Xinyue just a little bit in the way. Kornelik in the right spot to make that block, sealed it up really well, just didn't get those hands over in time. And Li Yingying just going after the blocker's hands.
Good touch. So is that from China. Fabulous swing. Oh, I say. Well, Yuan Xinyue did it in set one, and now it's been done again, this time by Wang Yuan. She's like, well, I'm going to have a go if you've had a go.
Wang Manjia in the back row, just, it's incredible save after incredible save. She's making him look easy, too. In the middle, great heads-up play. This ball coming right at her. She's able to put it over, but check out this save. And she's outside the block, but there's so much space for her to read, and she still makes the play right up to the net. Wang Yuan heads up.
Because you have number 7. You will follow with the ball, okay? Stay close to the court in order to do an attack that is good, but has to be deep in the corner, or when you have a little more direction. Not bad, but little more direction can help.
Just under 6,000 in here. It's pretty much a full house. Pass from Chunyanska. Lovely finish from Stysiak.
Stysiak again and again going back to that shot. Swinging high, swinging in that back third of the court. And this corner shot, just her bread and butter, going right after it.
Nicely done. Although Gong Shanyu thinks this is a bit of a catch and throw. Ref saying no, she's blocking it.
Well, definitely.
But it's just turned her wrists on the ball. It's a block, it's fine. Just turn the ball around, look at the valve and throw it down.
Subjective.
Still in play. Not any longer. Another point here for Poland. They're back to it in one now.
Poland does not quit. This play is so crucial for them to get Kornelik this ball. It was a huge touch on the outside. Chernianska coming in. Kornelik able to finish this playoff. Good free ball. Easy follow through.
This is a tough rotation because not anymore. They've got off it, but China has stacked it on the other side. It's rotation one, and you've got Gong Shengyu trying to run over one side. You've got Wang Yuanyuan trying to run over the other. And in the end, it's put away through the middle. Oh, it's not made it. What a shame. It wasn't far away.
That ball so close.
Li Ying to serve. Well played, Kornelik yet again.
Huge answer from Poland. Perfect pass right on the money. Benarska can get her middle going. And a great job, Kornelik. Seeing where the blockers are and hitting right away from it.
Another one. It's such fine margins, isn't it?
I mean, this game is the finest of margins between whether you win or lose. It's just those plays when you're trying to go for the edges of the court and just missing wide. And Poland right now, as they try to claw their way back, they nearly have to play a perfect end of the set to try to get it.
Ding Ching Ching is on, also coming in for Poland. Is Shidowska, and she's normally a libero, but she's got the regular playing jersey on, so pass and defend. Could have a hit. He gets put away nicely from a Łukasik.
Good shot from Łukasik. Benarska just pushing this ball all the way out.
Might come back. No, it won't. Oh, look at this now, just one in it again.
Again, it's Kornelik back on that service line. China having difficulty passing this. No spin on that at all, targeting those seams so well. We'll see what kind of adjustment China makes, moving a little bit more toward the left side of the court to play this ball.
That was the danger, wasn't it? Kornelik tried to run some down the line and missed it, but then she's had a good ace serve, but when they pass it and the ball's in front of the setter, trouble.
And China often, when they do get beat on that ball, they make that adjustment, they talk about it a little bit more, and it's always that confident, good pass right afterwards.
Good hard hit from Stysiak.
When this Poland team is down, they are going to give the ball to Stysiak. She is their go-to hitter, the #1 scorer of this VNL. And as they're clawing their way back, coming down from a 2-0 deficit, expect every ball to go to her.
It's in her hands now. Oh dear, what a shame. Didn't get the contact. Set point and match point for China. But it's never over till it's over. Made up for it, did Stysiak. Very good swing.
In these big moments, they're going to keep going toward her. She's keeping this confident swing. She's not going to take any heat off of this. She's going to go out swinging, and she's going to go out.
Changes coming then. 3 substitutions for Poland. Puts the setter into the back row in Nowicka. Chernianska's come back onto court. And also on is Galkowska. It's now or never for Poland. They have to win this point. Not going to happen. China have done it. They have got the victory. They've beaten Poland by 3 sets to nothing. It's China who go through to the finals here in Arlington. They'll be playing for gold. What a great victory for China after being beaten 3-0. They come back and they've turned it right round.
China gave Poland a little bit of taste of their own medicine, and they came out swinging from point one. Right when they stepped on the court, they were locked in, ready to play this game. It was such a balanced effort from this group as well. 3 players finishing with 13 or more points. Diao and Yu set a nearly perfect, beautiful game, getting everybody involved, making the hard sets look easy, and their defense stepped up to keep them in it.
This is how it was done. It's a really good serve. Stenzel
Well.
just couldn't chase it down, could she?
Couldn't chase it down because Li Yingying constantly going for that high hand shot. Uses it so well. Tough to chase down when it's that deep.
Whoever gets defeated in this next match, China will play for gold tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. and take on whoever wins this next match.
Just that look. They knew that it was all over. However, it's not entirely over, because Poland will be back again. They'll be playing for bronze. There's still a medal to compete for, still a place on the podium available.
So exciting for this China team, the first time ever in the VNL finals, a place that they've never been, but have come so close to so many times before. 2 bronze medals, then 5th, 6th. So exciting for this team to finally get there, playing for that gold medal.
They can sit back and relax to a degree for the next match between the USA and Turkey to see who they'll be playing. No doubt there might be a little bit of scouting going on. Chinese fans are delighted, telling their friends, telling them this is where you need to be, because they're in the final. This tail of the match, 8 errors for China, 20 for Poland. Tough to compete with.
This China team, whoever plays them next, that's the #1 thing I'm looking at. We got to play a clean game.
Let's head down to the court, because Anne-Marie is ready to have a chat with Yuan Xingyue.
First time for this team in the gold medal match. How proud are you of your team?
我们非常高兴能够进入总决赛吧，我觉得这是我们就是努力的一个结果，但是我们还没有打到最后一场，我觉得我们还没有到最后，我们还要继续努力。然后今天这场比赛很开心，但是紧接着迎接我们的是最后的总决赛吧，我觉得我们会继续加油的。
Yeah, I'm so excited for today's win and this our team victory. And tomorrow we will have the final match, so we will just stay focused and prepare for the tomorrow's match.
What has been the best part of Volleyball Nations League for you this year?
今年您觉得在参加这个整个的世界联赛，对你来讲印象最深刻、做得最好的是什么？
我觉得还是我们够团结吧，然后包括我们在场上互相支持和弥补，这个是我觉得是我们最重要的一点。
Yeah, for this year we play as a team, and every player support and cover for each other, and this is very important and key element for us.
Thank you.
Indeed. 谢谢 to Yuan Xingyue for that interview. And well played, China. Well, this was the receiver accuracy. This is how things built up in set 1 for Poland. Not too bad. And then in set 2, again, it was okay, but China's blocking and defense was really good and able to get a lot of that ball into transition just when they needed to. China, again, we got 80% of that pass. We saw that one of the sets we actually saw. 80% of that ball is where Diao can do something with it, then again, in 57 nearly, only 5% of ball was really out of system. That's tough to deal with.
You heard Coach Laverini talking about it after that second set. We're trying to serve tougher, but these Chinese passers just nailing every single pass, making it that much more difficult to get them out of system.
Again, so overall, just 14% of the time, they were really struggling, only had one option.
The importance of serve and pass can be overstated in a match like this, especially when the middles are so important and integral for both of these teams. Whoever could get those middles going early and often was potentially going to be the winner, and China was able to do that, getting Yuan Xinyue involved, getting Wang Yuan involved, and their blocking and defense backing them up.
One game done, one to go. So this then is how the bracket looks. China are into the gold medal match. Poland playing for bronze. USA, Turkey to come. We hope you can join us there. But from all of us here, thank you so much for your company. It's time for us to say goodbye.